welcome to my review of Watch Dogs Legion. The big question is this game another one that bites the dust in 2020? And the answer is no. Is the game perfect? No. But before we talk about the gameplay and all that I love about this game, or more like about this game, let's talk about the story. Watch Dogs Legion takes place in a fictional London where the corrupt military group called Albion, led by this man, Nigel Cass, who wants to remove humans with drones in law enforcement. In the game, there is a hacker organization called DedSec that you are a member of, and the main character is your choice. You see, in Watch Dogs Legion, you can recruit pretty much anyone. So the old NPC non-playable character element is removed. Is this the reason why I like this game? No, not at all, but it made me interested in this game. Anyway, the game starts with a mission where you play as this guy, Delton Wolf. After this mission, we are introduced to this new hacker organization, Zero Day. Delton gets killed and DedSec is blamed for a bombing that 0 days are responsible for. And after this, you will recruit your first recruiter. And I have to say, it is nice that every time you replay this game, you will have a new set of recruits that you could choose from. Anyway, here's where the game starts. And your mission is to defeat Albion, find out who 0 Day is. There is of course more about this game, but that is basically the main storyline. So, what did I like about this game? To my surprise, I actually enjoyed a lot of stuff in this game. I really enjoyed the combat and stealth and hacking system. It really felt smooth and easy to use. I as well liked my AI companion Bagley. He was funny and he gave me a good laugh now and then. And I really enjoyed that this game actually had consequences. You see, we have a lot of games that have consequences, like if you do this, you're gonna end up like this later in the game. But what I mean with this is, I just wanna give you a scenario here. Like, how many times don't we kill civilians in games like GTA, Red Dead Redemption, and the list just goes on. I mean, I'm not saying that don't kill people in these games, because do whatever the hell you want, I don't really care. But it never really comes back to bite us in the ass, really. But in this game, it really did. I can just take an example. I was trying to like recruit some people, and then I actually realized that, oh, this person really hates DedSec, the organization I'm in. And I was like, oh, I'm curious, like, oh, why? Then I realized that this person, this playable character, not an NPC, the playable character, I had accidentally driven him over with one of my teammates. Which means that I can't really recruit him because he really hates DedSec. And there is more scenarios here. For example, there's other people who like, oh, I don't like DedSec because they killed my brother. That is because I, as a DedSec member, accidentally or actually killed maybe a police officer or a civilian in a gun shooting. And it's like, that is actually very fun because I have never had like killing a civilian come back and bite me in the ass later. I really don't really think I ever had a game like that. So I mean, it is actually very interesting, and I very much enjoyed it actually, like, because I have never had a game that like encouraged you to maybe like drive a little bit safer, be careful when you use a gun like in the opening of the game. Like no, there's like, so yeah, I very much enjoyed that actually. And finally, I felt that they really created interesting villains in this game. I have talked about the main villains like 0 Day and Albion, but I was thinking that I could talk about another villain. This character, Mary Kelly. She is one of the most despicable women I have ever seen in a video game. And I love her. She is like this human trafficking queen in London, and she is horrible. So yeah, these people really created interesting villains. However, now when I've talked about how much I like the villains, I think it's time that I'm gonna talk about what I don't like with this game. And sadly, that is the good guys, you know, the protagonist in this game. You see, one of the biggest thing in this game is the recruiting system. And I have to say, this is one of the things that really hurts the story itself. You see, I couldn't really connect to this character that I played, because they were barely character. Some of them were cool characters, but none of them were good characters. No, scratch that. They are not even characters. Seriously, I couldn't even remember a single name of those people I recruited. Ironically enough, I could remember all the villains, but I couldn't remember a single one of those characters I was playing. Just imagine when the next Justice League movie is released. Just imagine that we maybe will only remember, the villain's name and not like the superhero's name. I mean, that would just suck. So, I mean, that is actually a big reason why the storyline of this game really is shitty, because we don't really have a protagonist that we can, like, enjoy, in my opinion. And I have to say that I felt somewhat misled when I played this game. You see, when this game was announced in E3, we saw so many cool stuff, like it was 100% of what we saw, but when I played the game, it more felt like I got maybe 20, maybe even just 50%, and that's good enough for me, but I just wanted more from this game. So, now we have talked about everything I liked, everything I hated, everything with the story. What is my final thoughts and what do I give this game? Watch Dogs Legion is definitely a fun game with great gameplay mechanics, an okay storyline with good antagonists, sadly not too many good protagonists, but I have to say, this game does so many things right that I can't look past it. And that's why I give Watch Dogs Legion 3 out of 5 takedowns. Because, as I said, this game is good, and I have to say, I love it when the game series just continue to get better. Unlike other game series I have covered on my channel, but, as usual, thank you for watching my review of Watch Dogs Legion. Like, subscribe, share to your friends, and until next time, see ya!